How are we doing, guys? I'm just going to start the video by saying, don't judge the state of the car. It is disgusting, and it is also flipping freezing. But this is basically a video of a Mazda 6 rear light swap over. I've got two rear lights on the passenger side that need swapping, and I'll explain the reasons in just a minute. So I'm going to do that today because I've looked online. I can see tutorials of how to remove the outer light, but I haven't seen the tutorials of how to remove the inner. So it's a bit of an experiment for myself as well, but it should make for some good video. So here we go. So here we are, guys. This is my 6 estate. So we're looking at removing these two units here and swapping them over. So this one's being removed because it's got a slight leak somewhere in there. So it doesn't get water inside it, but basically it mists up, which is really annoying when you've got the 3 clear lenses and one misted up light. Then around here, which is probably the worst one, we have literally got a family of spiders inside here. Literally. Limited edition with spiders inside, and there's all kind of like webbing up through there. So I got these for super cheap, super stupidly cheap, these rear lights. So it's time to replace them. So the first thing I want to do is obviously declutter. You need access to this hand side of the boot, and we're going to do the large light first because I think from what I've been seeing on videos it's the easiest one to do. So the first thing to remove is this in here. It's like a little cubby hole I've got there, let's see. Just remove it like so. Inside here is a flap which is velcroed down. Pull it back and you can access the wiring, and there's also the nuts in there as well. What a fucking disaster. The flap is really small, so it doesn't leave much room to get in there. I have managed to do it. There's 3 10mm nuts that are sat around the clip for the rear light, but I've got small hands, lucky me, and that was a struggle. So if you've got big curvy hands, you're really going to struggle. But that is then removed, therefore meaning that this should then pretty much come away. Yeah, I'll finally give this a wiggle while sliding this forwards. And it'll come off like that, and obviously you'll have to unplug the connector, which are behind there. So there's 2 connectors, one for your indicator and one for your side light. And there we go. Little popper, the light slots into there, or I think maybe that comes out. I don't know, we'll soon find out. And yeah, clean up your dirty hole. Make sure you check your lights are working, obviously. Luckily with this on the Mazda, these are the side lights and brakes, so you know they'll work, and that you had to have someone to pump the brakes to make sure the bulb comes on, which is pretty good. I've noticed this one's got a little spider in there, but it's miles better than what it was anyway. So just in reference to this is basically a mounting point. The light has a hinge bracket and you just slot it onto there. It's just to hold this in place and guide it in point when you put it back on. I will warn you guys, taking them out is hard enough, but putting them back in is an absolute pain. So what I did was pop open this here. This will pop off this as well, look. This bit here. And then with this, you can get inside down there, and it's still horrible, but you can access the bolts better to tighten it back up. There we go, back on. I can finally put my stash of gold nuts back now. Ready? Nice. So to remove this blasted thing, there haven't been many videos about how to do it, but I know for starters you've got to remove this plastic tray. You should be able to remove these. I'll get it all, but these come out first. Remove the glorious cover from the inside of the boot. It's just there, look. And that'll reveal 2 nuts, and that should be, hopefully, the unit out. So victory. It's bloody off. What a fiddle. So 2 10s. I was struggling for ages like an idiot trying to pull it out, and what I didn't realise is clipped onto here and pushed down are 2 little hinges that stop it from falling out, I guess. So when you're trying to push this up through, it's obviously stuck on the metal and let it come out. So you've got to pull these levers here, or primarily the big one, and then these just slot out. Once you slot out, this one as well, I can't do it, there we go, and then just come straight out. But it's these, if you're wondering why they're not coming out, it's these that'll be restricting you from pulling it out. They've got to come off first, like that. So on the back of the rear lights you have these, you install the rear light back in, then plonk these in the right position over the two studs, and then these is what you use to tighten up against the car to hold the light on. And there we go, that is it done. I have found just a little tip: pull one of the sides out of here and just pull this down. It just helps you to get the second nut in, which is really stubborn. And then there we go, 2 replacement lights. Thank you for watching.